Hey guys, I am waiting for everybody to get in. Let's get folks in here. Not gonna stop until people get in. So what I'm gonna do is go back and put on my little intro music again. Put back on my intro music and we'll wait for the folks to get in. All right, hold on. All right, guys. YouTube is doing that same crap again. It's not sending my stuff out. So guys, go ahead and share, please. Share. Got a lot of information I have for you for today's hearing. A lot of information I have for you guys. I don't know if this hold on. Let's see. All right, 9 folks is in here. Okay. I don't know what's going on. All right, y'all ready? You guys are ready to get the information. Okay, this morning they had the hearing for they had a hearing in regarding to severance the cases. Severance means the separated from the RICO case that's happening right now. So it was the motion that was brought in by Mr. Nichols and Mr. Stillwell, aka Mr. Shannon Jackson, right? They brought in the this is for motions to sever, which is for count 64 and count 65. Those are the counts for the murder of individual. So they wanted it to sever because it happened separate time. In fact, they happened like 7 years apart from each other, and they were saying basically had nothing to do with it. But then the prosecutor says basically because of their association with YSL, that's why it's included. It doesn't mean that, but because remember I was telling you that they define association, like say you friends with someone or you can't buy the person's house, even though you have nothing to do with it, they've made an association. I'm gonna give you an example. Okay. One of the individuals happened to get into the car, right? He don't know nothing was going to happen to get into the car right after he went separate. Somebody else did a crime, and then they included him in part of this crime because he happened to been in the car before. I mean before, and then that crime happened after. This is the kind of stuff that the government is saying. Because of association with that person, you can be held as part as that RICO part of that conspiracy. That's what they're saying. Even though you may not know anything about it, they're saying that because of that, you are considered to be part of the conspiracy. So, but you know how the thing they say, guilty by association? This is what basically is saying, guilty by association. So the judge denied both requests for severance. So he denied the request from Mr. Stillwell's, aka Mr. Jackson's, Shannon Jackson, you know, the one with the blonde hair with the dreads. They denied his, and Mr. Nichols. Mr. Nichols was in the little room. He fell sick, and supposedly now he had COVID, but he was sick before. But was feeling very sick, so he ended up leaving the room, right? So that was handled. That severance part was handled, and they moved on. The next thing they did was the confirmation of Melissa Sims Stanley. Melissa Sims Stanley is the medical examiner that they wanted to bring in as an expert from the state witness. So they asked her a couple of, the prosecutor introduced her, gave her background. She's been a medical examiner for Fulton County as well as a GBI. She also did some work out of, I think, North Carolina. And majority of her work is done with criminal cases. She has testified as an expert witness for over 150 cases, and most of them were criminal cases. A few of them, small amount, was for civil, but not that many. Civil meaning like, say, an insurance situation, like say somebody happened to die, and there's a civil lawsuit, and they're trying to get the money or whatever. But I don't know. But that's what it's for. So they turn around, and there was no questions from the defense side on her expertise, so she was qualified as an expert witness. Yay! All right, I'm saying yay like that part was over with. That was done. Okay, now we're gonna get into some other things that had happened in the court. Okay, right before we left, there's been offers made. Do you have noticed that a lot of the defendants are taking plea deals. These are offers being given by the prosecution just to lower the amount of defendant that they have to fight against, that they have to prove a case against. So they've been making offers. So now they have 3 offers out on the floor right now for 3 defendants, 3 accused, 3. Well, there's one that's serving time already, but 3 of them were given offers today. Okay, they have until the end of business day to accept the offer. If not, they're going to be taken back. Okay, one guy was not there for his attorney wasn't there. His attorney wasn't there because she had to go get some medication or something like that. So they didn't do that one, but they did 2. One guy was Mr. BB. I put BB because they call him BB. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8, 9 counts of different things. Okay. First count was a conspiracy. That one has a sentencing from 5 years to 20 years. Then he had count 8, right? That one is from, I think count 8 was, I think that one is a gun from a convicted felon. That one carried from convicted firearm was 1 to 5, and he had robbery. He had robbery 1 to 10, controlled substance 1 to 10, selling of the controlled substance like marijuana is 1 to 10. Then he had street gang, which was 5 to 20. Then he had armed robbery. That one had the sentence up to that was count 27, armed robbery. That one carried a life sentence. Then he had 28, um, armed robbery with a convicted felon. That was 10 to 20, something like that. I didn't write all of those. See my notes like jibby jabber. Okay, so now here's the recommended offer they gave them. Like from 1 to 20, the first one, count one, they're gonna give him like the 20 years, right? But and they're gonna give him only 14 years probation, and then they're gonna dismiss count 8, dismiss count 11, and then they're gonna merge counts 9 and 10 together. Then counts 14, they're gonna give him probation years, and count 28, they're going to reduce it to theft by taking. Then, so at the end, he's only going to have, they're going to give him the probation thing like they give the other ones, right? With all that kind of mess. 6 years in jail, in custody, 6 years in custody, and then the rest is going to be probation. So he's getting a sweet deal from having life in jail to 6 years and probation. Now, the other guy is Mr. Steven. What they are offering him, he only has one count, which is a count of conspiracy, which is going to get, was going to be like that 5 to 20 years, right? But he would get 8 years probation, and he will get out today because he's considered a Class C. So that one, so there's 3 offers. The third one, we don't know what it is because his attorney was not there, so we couldn't get any information on what the offer was for them. But then remember, the offer is only until the end of the day in the business. Now, as far as the witness that was going to come up for an expert witness about lyrics, because they want to use the lyrics in this case. Now, the lyric expert, he is here, but because Mr. Nichols fell sick, his lawyer said that he could not waive his right. So therefore, right now, they gave us an early lunch break, an early break, so they can see, he hadn't been seen by the doctor yet. So once he gets seen by the doctor, the judge is going to ask him to come back. If he's not able to come back, they got to try to figure out a way to go move forward because this guy came from another state. And so that's what's happening with that. Do anybody have any questions? So every day they are offering each defendant a plea deal. Everybody's getting a plea deal, it looks like. Everybody's accepting plea deal. All right. But certain people are just not taking it because they feel they're not getting guilty. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Mr. Farley. Mr. Farley is the designer that make the clothing for your YSL. This dude, college graduate, never been in trouble, never been in a crime, but because he made clothing for YSL, they saying that he's part of the RICO. That's Mr. Farley. You know, the one that has a little young attorney, Mr. Ignacio Manetz, the one he's like a little pit bull. That one, because of clothing line he made, they saying he's guilty by association. He's only got one count, which is the count of conspiracy. Now, this is the kind of stuff that's happening, and that's what I want to bring to you guys' attention. It's not everything that y'all think it is. It's not. You guys gotta be there to hear the case, to understand what the government is doing. They're doing some weird tactics, and it's being allowed. It's not fair. One of the attorneys basically said that the procedures and they should not be allowed to do this, and the defense now have a chance at the table to discuss exactly how they move along with some of the indictments and things like that. So it is weird that the person that makes the clothing line is being accused as part of a conspiracy. Anybody have any questions? I don't see any messages up in here. Let's see. And you know what, guys? And you know what's really irritating me? That me being in the courtroom, me bringing out the information and showing you guys what's happening, telling you right now, unbiased and just giving you the fact what it is. YouTube is stopping. I mean, my stuff is not going through. I got 28 people in here, 28 people, and then I see people who are not even in the courtroom giving false information. Are they giving Young Thug any plea? Yeah, they're giving everybody plea deal Wendell. They're giving everybody plea deals, but I don't know what the offer they're giving him. But he feels he's not guilty, and that's why he's not taking the deal. The other guy's not taking a plea deal because their case, they have crimes that has happened years and years ago before. Some crimes even done way before YSL was even formed. You know, so and they batching it all together as one so they can have a conspiracy and have a RICO. I mean, the RICO. Hey, Rob. So, guys, please share. Please hit the like button. I don't know. It's very frustrating. It's really frustrating. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have I don't know. It's because people does not validating what I'm saying, or they don't think it's good. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just try to bring you guys the information back that happened in court, and all that's all I can do. It's sad that people rather listen to false information, narrative, and giving out for I don't. Just give the people a fair chance. Give them a fair chance of you know what is being done. It's not you. You're doing a good job. Thank you, Angie. But it's frustrating. You know what's so frustrating, Angie? That they're okay. Here's what I see. Like all the plea deals that is giving, right, being given, they showing all of this and they're painting a picture so they could taint what reality is in court. You get what I'm saying? It it is so weird. It is so weird. And I don't know. That's why I say most jurors they come in with their mindset already about the guilt or innocence of a person. They come in with that, and whoever has the most news that is being brought out about that particular case, that's what the jury is going to gravitate, what they're going to believe. That's what they're going to believe. They're not going to believe what the facts are of the case. They want to believe the thing that's sensationalized, things that make this sound so horrible or so good. That's what they're going to stick with. They're not going to stick with the facts, even though they're sitting in the courtroom listening to the facts. They're going to still remember what was on. What is everybody saying? What is the public opinion of what the case is all about? That's what they're doing. They're not going by what the facts are in the case. Because let me tell you something. If the government or the state had a case that was so strong, they wouldn't even have this thing with this plea deal because they've got so many. They're giving so many plea deals. They are, Angie. They are. They are looking at social media, and it's easy for them to watch social media because you can't pinpoint that. Hey, this is juror number nine's cell phone. They're not going there to check everybody that's on social media. They're not going to check the IP address of these people, and then they can lie and say, "Oh, that wasn't me. That was my cousin or my brother, my sister." Yes, exactly, Lady Coach. And they listen to emotion instead of facts of what's happening in the case. And that's one of the reasons why I do come out here because I'm so sick of the lies and sick of the emotional thing that people bring out, and it's just it's horrible. It's horrible. And I'm doing this unbiased because let me tell you something. I knew nothing about the Young Thug. I don't listen to their music or nothing like that. I can't even tell you a song that he sing. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is I see somebody who made it out of the whatever environment they were in and they have made it big. And I see people coming after because when you become rich and famous, you got so many enemies. You got so many people that's coming up against you. And I'm not saying that he is a choir boy. I did not say that. All I am saying, if he was a regular kid on the block, having friends, hanging out with friends, them smoking and them selling some weed, the stuff wouldn't be, he wouldn't even have a RICO charge. How much you make a bet he wouldn't even have a RICO charge? How much? If he was not making the money that he's making and who he is in the music industry, there would not be a RICO charge. There would be an individual get charged for a crime that he did, not somebody else's crime. Now, if they all got together and did it together, they still wouldn't do a RICO charge. They would charge each individual and they would go to court alone. It wouldn't be done together. What they're trying to do is bring down people who have money, who has influence, who has power. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Because they would have never, ever even come. You know how many people on the street right now doing crime? That, and I'm not saying I'm not saying he is doing a crime. I'm just saying how they're doing this because they're coming after him because they know, number one, he is not the one that did the crime. They know he was nowhere around. They know that certain things was not part of this case, and they putting it together. How are you gonna take cases that was 10, 15, 20 years and then put it in this case here? That's crazy. But because they set this RICO thing, now they're coming after musicians, people in the music industry, and then they're gonna use lyrics, y'all. What is it? An art of expression? They're gonna use that? You think every word somebody says in a song actually happened to that person? I believe Fairley also had a murder charge before the RICO. Exactly. Farley did have a charge. Farley, yes, he did have a charge before this. I mean, and then this other one, there was another one. There's another one. Was it Farley? I don't think Farley. No, 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 no. There's what's the other one? There's so many of them. I'm trying to remember the name. You might be right. What's the little one name? The little guy. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? The little guy. The little guy. Oh, I gotta go back in there. And then the way they're betraying them, y'all. Um, they have family in there, and I observe. I'm an observer, right? The family is very close knit. I see his mom. I'm talking about Jeffrey Williams. I see his mom, his sister, his uncle. Where's his uncle? No, I see the uncle today. But I see his niece, his nephews, they got little kids in there. They have a regular family. Um, I don't know. His minister is there. Um, I mean, I didn't have like, oh my God, I gotta stay away from this family. No, I see loving family. I see people who I see him being in a household that there are people who love and care for him. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like the fear of, okay, this is the thug family. You know, I didn't feel that. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see a close unit, a close family. And I found out there was some land that was given to Young Thug, and he's in the process of building. He has some great ideas in helping his community and building and helping those out. And he went down to found that out that he went down to the jails, right? And he went and he bailed out people who didn't people who couldn't afford to get bail. He paid their bail out to help reestablish them, employ them. And I don't know. I don't know. But they're not telling you about that kind of stuff. They're telling you about the gang and this and that. But they're not telling you the good that this man is doing. No, I like to get a whole picture and make a decision based on that. Okay, that's what I like to do. AP, I- yes, you did, unscript angel. Yes, you did. You did. You did. You did. You did. But see, what happened with Angel, they put that title on Mr. Kelly. That's what it made people shun away. The ones that could help him, it made them shun away because if they attach themselves to him, they will say, "Oh, they are approving of this charge of what." And the facts are not there. I mean, I went to the trial, and what they were saying is not what it was. That's what's so sickening about this. They portray so much negativity, it makes people not want to associate with stuff. Just like, remember, we were just talking about those guys. They're being charged with the RICO because of their association with different people, and they put it on there. So then now you have Mr. Kelly. There are people who don't want to associate with him because then they'll say, "Oh, he's one of those. He's protecting us." How many times they have called us, the ones that have been supporting Robert Kelly, as beehives and lovers of a P word? How many times have they done that? But because I stand on my own, I know who I am. I don't go by what they say. They could call me whatever. There's no case on any public platform or any record, even though they try to lie on me and say that I was a P person. No, I was never one. Never. But they try to manipulate the system and say certain things about me. And some people believe that mess about me. You get what I'm saying? Because people don't do their homework. They go with the status quo, with the opinion of people putting out the most horrible news about a person. It's easy for somebody to believe something that's negative about somebody and it's something that's good about the person. So I am just trying to bring awareness. And it seems like my voice is not being heard because I only got like 45 people in this chat. But somebody who's telling lies and making them look bad has 50,000 people watching it, and what? The false information gets spread out, but the real information of people, somebody who's there, doesn't get put out. Negativity sells. You're right, Angie. And even though I could be a small voice, but I'm not shutting up. My voice is going to be heard. Period. That's where I'm at. I have to fight for the help. Hello, how many members are left? How many members are left? There's 3 taken, 21. So 3 from 21 is how much? 18? 3 from 21? 70? And 8. Well, how many? Do the math. I don't know. It was 21 as of yesterday. They take away 3. 3 offers today. Well, we don't know if they taken the plea. We don't know if they taken the plea. So it was 21 left along with him. So we don't know. I mean, yeah, thank you. I was like, oh, I don't know my numbers. I think so. If the 3 takes it today, it'll be 18 left. If 3 takes it today, it's 18 left. But if they don't take it, it's still 21. And then you got to remember, a lot of these people were people like the last guy, the one that just took the plea. He has a 10th grade education. He's 41 years old, right? He has lived a life where he was doing a lot of crimes from the beginning. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about. It includes him too. Because I think the judge mentioned it this morning. But it was a total of 28 co-defendants. You had about I think about 7 of them that took the plea, including yesterday. If anything, it might be 20, 20. But it's no more. I think it's between 20, 20. It's something like. Well, I get the number today. I'll get the full amount when I come back. I'll get it back to you. I'll get it back because I'm going off my head and not my notes because my notes have because this note is only for the note for this morning's hearing. So those that came in today, they offered three other individuals plea deal, and they just broke it down. One of them they didn't give the information for one, but the others they did give the two, and that's Mr. Beebe and Mr. Stevens. Those are the two that they gave. One of them he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 counts. He had count 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 27, 28. And they give him an offer where he has 6 years in custody and then the rest in probation. Mr. Steven, he's got 1 count of conspiracy. They're going to give him 8 years probation, and they consider him. He will get out today if it takes it. Get out today. Can you see Young Thug? Yes, I can see Young Thug. Do he look stressed out or he looks very confident? He looks very confident. He looks very confident because let me tell you, he got a lot of support in that courtroom. I'm talking about his family. He has a whole bunch of family. His clergyman is there. His I don't know if I could share it with you, but I don't know. There's something I found out, but I don't know if I could share. I have to get permission from his family if I could share that. Because I'm in there as an individual because I stick out like a sore thumb, y'all. Let me tell you how much I stick out like a sore thumb because I'm the only one in there that is a blogger slash media, right? They asked me, "Who are you?" As a mother of a young man, it's painful to watch these young men go through the system like this. Yeah, and you know what I like? Let me tell you what I like. There's 2 individuals whose father's in there, in the courtroom, and his father is fighting, and it's so good to see the men standing up for their son. Do you know how powerful that is? Because it's usually mama is in the courtroom sitting in there with their child, but the fathers are in there. They are not going to just let the system sweep their children under the rug. They have strong men in there representing. There's more men representing them in there than women. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like non-family members and family members. There are. I mean, I was very pleased. I was very pleased to see the men in there. That says a lot. That says a lot. That says that they are there as who's Trey the truth? Who's Trey the truth? What does he look like? Maybe I could tell you if he was there. Who's Trey the truth? He posted it on Instagram. Who's Trey the truth? I can tell you. I can tell you everybody that's in there. And there's only one room on the overflow. He favors James Hardy. Yeah, he's there. That's the one I was telling you with the teeth. That's the one I was telling y'all with the teeth. In fact, he's here today. He got on orange sweatsuit. He has on an orange sweatsuit. James, yep, that's the one I was telling y'all yesterday. He had the teeth. Yes, yes. On script Angel. Yeah, he was there. If that's the one with he had a beard, long beard, and he had gold in his teeth, that was him. That's the one, not gold, he has diamonds. That's the one I was telling y'all yesterday. I told him I call him expensive mouth. Yeah, he's there. He's there. Yeah, he's there. Yep, he's there. His first time being there was yesterday. He's here today. Guys on orange. He has on an orange sweatsuit. And there's another man that's there too. He's in the music industry. He's I think producer. I don't know what's his name, But he's in there. I talked to him. He smells so good, y'all. He smells so good. Oh, he was in the elevator with me, and I'm like, the lady came in, and the lady's like, somebody smelled good. And so, and I said, it's him. And they're like, well, we know it's him. It's because Big Cologne. I said, yup. And he didn't want us he didn't want to say anything. He just want to stand there and smell good. He wants all of us to follow him. So that's why, we're joking. Would I be allowed in the courtroom if I should? Yeah, you would, Jess. Yes, yes. You just have to, it's on the off. You just tell them that you're coming in for that case. If you email me, I'll let you know what the protocol, because I'm not telling them. I'm not going to be on the fly. Because I don't know how they're going to. But yeah, they'll let you in. Yeah, there's a couple of other people inside there too. But I see a lot of men. I see a lot of men. A lot of men. It's great to see that they have mentors. That these young men have mentors. Angie's probably issues, but they're right. Um, yeah, they do. And a lot of them don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand. They're scared of, especially the ones that have the blue on, that they have never had been in a criminal, never been. Miles is the other one, the young guy that he has never. Miles Farley has never done a crime. No, he has not. His first name is Miles. He's never been in any kind of trouble. He's a college graduate, and he's the one that's been exposing. He's never been. No, I know somebody said that. I think his last name, but I know his first name is Miles. That's the one I was talking about. That has never. He's really like young looking guy. Um, Anybody have any questions? Anybody? There's some. I know Shannon. Shannon's not gonna take a plea. I don't think he's gonna. And remember, Gunna only had one charge of conspiracy. He only had one charge of conspiracy. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. I'm looking at the lights down here. You know they have cameras on top of the light. Did y'all know that? I'm in the They got cameras on top of the lights over here by the courtroom. Huh, I didn't even know. I'm not the light post, not the light like the turn, not the light that street the street lights, not the signal lights. I'm talking about the street lights have cameras. I'm looking at a camera right now. Wow, didn't even know. Street lights got cameras on top. I know the cameras looking at me. I guess they gotta make sure they see what's going on in the parking lot. Yeah, they got street lights. Oh my God, they got all of these street lights. Oh God, yeah, they got cameras on the street lights. Wow. They have that in Texas. Yeah, I've never seen. I mean, I've seen cameras on like signal lights. I've seen cameras on them, but the actual street lights, they got cameras on it. I'm gonna show y'all. Oh. No, not the. I'm talking about like. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all. Look at this. I just happened to see this. Hold on. I'm gonna turn my camera around. Look at this. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Look at this. See the camera right there? See the cameras on top of the light. You see the cameras right on top of the light. I don't know if I can zoom it in. Can I zoom it in? Do I see it on top of the camera? Look. You see it? You see the camera on top of there? Do I see that? Look at it. I never knew that, y'all. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? I've never seen it before, Angie. For real. I mean, the cameras look pointing at me because this one here, you can see the little, what's the name? They're looking at, but you know what? When crimes happen in parking lots, they want to see who committed crime. Like say somebody gets killed in the parking lot, they can see who got murdered. Wow. I just happened to be sitting here and I just happened to see it. Whoa. Yeah, they got it inspect and they shown it. They pointed at the courthouse too. I guess that would be an important spot to put one in. Not just the street light, not the signal light, but the actual light. The light that's on the street. On top of these buildings out there too. Oh my God, I'm seeing a whole bunch of cameras. There's a whole bunch of cameras around. Ooh, somebody's watching me. Who can it be? Oh, I have this feeling. Somebody's watching me. The whole government's watching us right now. They probably can hear me too. But anyway, guys, anybody have any questions? Any questions in regards to what I was saying? Yeah, please hit the like button, share. David, but it's the truth. They want. I feel like it. I mean, I didn't even know this. No, you'd be surprised. Anybody have any questions, any thoughts or concern? Please like, share, and hit the notification button on. This is how the information is going to get out. I need you guys' help. I need you guys. I mean, we got to do this as a team. We got to get the information out. Just the information now. And let people make a decision what they want to believe and not believe. As long as they got the facts, we got to put the facts out. What's happening in this case? Any kind of information. I mean, I'm going to read to you guys the transcript, not the transcript, the indictment, and anything that comes across me. I'm going to try to get as much information. Today, I had to ask somebody for some paper. Look at this. I left all my paper in my little notes, and I just jotted some things on. But what they're gonna talk about is the lyric. We're just count number 95. Count number 95. It has to do with the lyrics. They're using the lyrics in the song to say that this particular crime happened. This is what happened. And they're not seen as freedom of speech or artistic expression or anything like that. It's part. Is a judge back in the courtroom or still presiding? No, he's in the courtroom. He came back in the courtroom yesterday in the afternoon part. He came in the courtroom. Everybody's in there that's not sick. A lot of the attorneys are not there, like Farley's attorney, Stillwell's attorney, Nichols' attorney. Well, Nichols' attorney is not sick, but he asked to be pardoned and do Zoom because since his client is not there, because Nichols is his client. That the attorney name for Nichols is Mr. Harvey. Mr. Harvey. Mr. Harvey is on Zoom because his client, Mr. Nichols, is he was tested positive for C. Okay. Young Thug, his two attorneys there, Mr. Brian Steele and the other guy. I can't remember his attorney, the black guy. I don't know. I forgot his name. He's not. He's there. Young Thug is in there. He's in there. He has on. I'll go back. I'll tell you what I don't want to get my days mixed up with you. But they have him shackled. They have his hands shackled and his got his shackled around his waist. His foot is shackled, and then it has a ton of officers standing around him. So I know during a trial they're supposed to not have shackles on because they have to show not prejudice, as if he's because then that's going to already put some sort of bias against them if they have them shackled during the time when Western is coming, because he should have presumption of innocence, even if he cannot have in shackles, because that shackles will put a reminder in his head that this person is guilty. That's already bias. Anybody have any questions? Any question? I'm about to go back in a few minutes. I'm gonna go interact with the folks and hopefully you guys, I'll get some more information on what's happening. Um, but and then the other thing, I don't want to bring the family in my live because I'm not getting enough traction here. So why waste it? I don't know what to do, how to bring it out, but it's just I don't know. What are they talking about in court? What are they talking? Who talking about in court? Yeah, you probably missed my breakdown of what happened today. You probably have to go back to the beginning because I broke it down, and it's a lot, so I don't want to have to go back for. Well, they just basically they confirmed the expert, the medical expert, that lady. It confirmed her. They the judge denied the two motions to sever, and we're waiting on the expert witness for the lyrics to come. Did I pack the lunch? I forgot to tell you, I got fed today again, Lady Coltrane. I got fed today for breakfast. I got breakfast again. I got breakfast. I am well taken care of. I was fed. Hey, prettiest eyes. Good afternoon. So that's one of the reasons why, because his sister asked me, why you didn't call me to send me the link for me to get on your live? But you know what? I had what 30, 40 people in there. I'm not gonna bring her on there, and we're not gonna be on here. It's a waste of time for me. So I'm not bringing her on here until I get enough folks. When I get the numbers up, then I'll bring her up here. I'm not bringing her. I was gonna bring the dad here too, but no, y'all wanna I was gonna bring the dad, the sister. I'm talking about his real sister, his blood sister. His blood sister. She came when I got off the elevator. She's like, "Why didn't you text me? Why didn't you send me the link? I was waiting." But I'm not. I told her no. I'm not bringing her until not bringing them none of them until you guys give me some folks up in here. It's a waste of time. So if y'all get some folks to come up in here, then I'll bring them. Y'all get the exclusive. So until then, they're just gonna have to take my word for it. Y'all don't believe me anyway. Cause I've heard I'm not even at court. That's what I heard. I'm not even at court. That's what I heard. But you know what I'm gonna do? I got a couple of the attorney's cards. They come if they know she's. Look, like you. I made the announcement yesterday. But you know what? I'm gonna see if there's a way. Okay, I'll do a peep. I'll do a picture peep and post it for you guys. I'll take a picture of her and I'll post it and y'all see. How about that? If I take a picture of her, me and her together, if I take a picture, then I'll post it. You can do that. I have to take a picture of y'all leave the courtroom. Courtroom. Trying to find a way. But she was going to take, she was like, "You ready to do the live now?" No, we can't do the live here. I was like, "We can't do the live." I told her, I'll get in trouble. She's ready. She's ready to do the live, y'all. She's ready. That's the youngest sister. I talked to the oldest one. She's the oldest, and she told me that Young Thug is the baby. Young Thug is the baby of the family. Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot. If I'm not mistaken, Dad said it might be 12 of them. Maybe it might be 12 of them or something. I don't know. But I see all the grandkids are there. The mama, his auntie, neighbors are there. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But Hitaya, I'm going to, I do two times a day. I do morning, no, three times a day. I do morning, I do the afternoon break, and then I do when I'm coming home. Um, and the minister said he will come on and speak, and we're gonna come together and do something so you guys get information of what's happening. Um, because we need to spread the facts out. Don't join. I'm not in a gang. I'm not in a gang. Oh, you just talking to somebody in the thing said don't join the gang if you can't take your lit your lit. I'm not in no I'm not in a gang. I am not in a gang. Not Sylvia. I'm a me by me. I'm always been my I mean, all different organizations, you could fit a lot of in the organization as gang. Like those what defines a gang? That we gotta get I'm talking about the people that in trouble. Okay. Okay, Dave. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not in the gang. No. No, but what defines a gang? What is the definition of a gang? Let me see what the definition, Webster's definition of a gang. What is a gang? Does it always have to be a negative connotation for a gang? What? Okay, what is a gang? A gang is an organized group of criminals. Oh, okay. A gang is an organized group of criminals. Okay. A gang is an ongoing organized association of three or more persons, but this one doesn't say it's a criminal. Some are formal or others are informal, but most have a common name or gang sign, colors, or symbol. Typically, members or associations of individuals collectively engage in criminal activity. So that's what. So a gang basically does criminal activity, right? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna post it in all my social media. That's why I did it through StreamYard so I can do okay. Now, according to the government, right? They said here, this is as of 2020, 2011. It says there is no universal agreement upon definition of a gang in the United States. Gang, youth gang, and street gang are terms widely and often interchangeably used in mainstream coverage. Referring to a gang often implies youth gangs. In some cases, youth gangs are distinguished from other types of gangs. How youth are defined in a way varies as well. Motorcycle gang, prison gang, hate gang, adult organization, criminal groups, terrorist organization, other types of security threat group are frequently but not always treated separately from a gang in both practical and research. Federal definition. The federal definition of a gang is used by the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security immigrant and custom enforcement. 1. The association of 3 or more individuals. 2. Those members collectively identify themselves by adopting a group of identity in which they use to create an atmosphere of fear or intimidation, frequently by employing one or more of the following common names, slogan, identifying signs, symbols, tattoo, and other physical marks, styles or color of clothing, hairstyles, and styles of graffiti, signs or graffiti. 3. Whose purpose in part is to engage in criminal activity in which uses violence and intimidation to further its criminal objective. 4. Whose members engage in criminal activities or acts of juvenile delinquencies that is committed by adults that would be crimes in the intent to enhance or preserve the association's power, reputation, or economical resources. 5. The association may also possess some of the following characteristics. 1. The gang member employs rules for joining and operating within the association. 2. The members may meet on a recurring basis. 3. The association may provide physical protection for its members from others. 4. The association may seek to exercise control over a particular geographic location or region, or it may simply defend its preserved interest against rivals. Against rivals. 5. The association may have an identifying structure. Both of the Department of Justice and ICE have this definition of transnational organized crimes and gangs. The federal definition of a gang excludes drug trafficking organization, terrorist organization, traditional organization, crime groups such as Las Costas Nostros, and groups that falls within the Department of Justice definition, transnational organized crime. All right. Y'all want me to read some more? I need your cash out so I can support. Oh, well then, thank you. Okay, y'all, put my cash app up, y'all. Please put my cash app, y'all. Y'all, this is a blessing. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna put, there it is. My cash app is $TUMUSIIME, and I'm standing next to a van, and I have on a denim jacket. If you don't see me standing next to a van with a denim jacket, that's not me, because I think it's another person with the same name. But you have to see. All right. So that's a definition of it. You know what, guys? When I get back this afternoon, I'm gonna break down all the charges and I'm gonna give you what's in the indictment so you guys can understand, and I'll tell you who's no longer part of it, so you can thank you, Black Beauty. So y'all can get exactly what's going on, okay? And I really appreciate you guys wanting to support me, because I am taking some time off to take care of this for you guys, because this is what God wants me to do. And he says that your gift will make room for you. So if I do what he tells me to do, he's going to take care of everything that concerns me. And one of the things that I pray about, I said, Lord, you said to do this, you're going to have to take care of me. So, and I'm not going to sit here and beg anybody for anything, because I know God is going to take care of me. So, and I appreciate all those who who have given the last couple of days and taken care of my parking, because you guys know it's $20 a day to park, and I appreciate it. So it's not. I think Hell's Angel is a gang. Well, th- well, they saying gangs do criminal activity. It's just to take black. Yeah, but guys, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna dig into um, the whole, because I didn't get a chance to do that. Because there are people way ahead and started doing covering this case, but I need to cover it from a different angle, a different point, because I need to show what the facts are, and I'm not going to sit there because I don't know anything. Because I'm coming here as clean as what's the green tomato, and I don't know. I'm not into the music, so I'm very unbiased. I have no skin in the game. I'm just here to give you information and what the facts are. Okay, you guys gonna make a decision, but I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna tell you what it is isn't, and what information I have. Because there are some things that you guys don't know that I will shed some light on some situations in regard to what's happening. And it's not fair. We know as black people, people of color, we know that the playing field is not fair for us. And that if we sit around here and act like it is, if we sit here and act like it's fair, and some of us have made it, like, oh, and then you act like it's not really happening. And that's not the fact. That's not the fact. I have been to court and I see two people going for the same crime. One is a different nationality, Caucasian. Another one is African American. And you will see the same crime, different um, sentences, different outcome of the same crime. And you see it happening day in and day out. And it's not right. I want everybody to be treated on an even fairness, using the same practices that they use in the other cases. You know what I'm saying? They keep using the word in, best practice. That's one of the words they use in court. What are the best practices? It says you need to go step A1, and get the same outcome. Now I give it a different outcome because this one is black and this one is white. That shouldn't be that. So I am about to go back because it's 10 after, 10 after, and we are going to, don't want to miss anything. Got my paper. But I did tell the minister that I really want us to come together and talk about what's happening, talk about what's going on in this case, right? And come from that point, There's so many people covering the media, mainstream media version of it, and not what is actually happening. They manipulate our mind. They think for us. That's what's happening. They thinking for us, and they tell us how to think, and we're stupid enough to abide by that. And we can't do that. We can't walk in that think tank. We can't do that. We got to use it because we're a smart people. We're very wise. What is good? Yeah. All right, guys. In this parking lot. Let's walk. All right, let's do this. I think I'm walking in my calling for real. I really do. I'm awoke. I'm not sleeping. You hear what I'm saying by that? I'm not sleeping. I didn't get all this grade for no reason, right? I'm not sleeping. I don't walk by the beat of somebody else's drums. I don't. So, we're walking back into the courtroom. Yeah, y'all should see so many detectives around here. Plain clothes, police officers. What? Where am I at? Yeah, I'm going this way first. Is it light change? All right. Child blogger. That's what I am. I'm a child blogger. I'm a child blogger. Yeah, and I'm loving it too. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right. The sheriff is bringing somebody in. Look, let me show y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I hit the wrong thing. I hit the wrong thing. See, all of these cop cars are here. All right, here we go. We're going up the stairs now, back into the courtroom. And I got to turn off this camera. I'll see you guys later. Come back, give you guys an update what happened, whether or not the expert comes in. All right, I'm gonna turn it off. Got to turn it off. And I'm going off into the building, y'all. See y'all later. See the sign says no camera. All right, gotta go. Bye.